The BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, account for a quarter of the world's gross domestic product. But these emerging economies say they are not getting a seat on the world stage, which led them to form the Union. South Africa, the newest member, hosted this year's summit. The main achievement of the summit was to be the creation of a development bank to assist with critical infrastructure needs. Africa lags far behind the world and needs an estimated $200 billion in infrastructure over the next 2 decades. South African President Jacob Zuma said the bloc has agreed on the concept for the bank, but not the details.
Following the report from our finance ministers, we are satisfied that the establishment of a new development bank is feasible and viable. We have agreed to establish the new development bank. The initial capital contribution for the bank should be substantial and sufficient for the bank to be effective in financing infrastructure.
Steve Price-Thomas, a strategy manager for humanitarian group Oxfam, said with more than half of the world's poor living in BRICS countries, that group should be the focus.
And it's absolutely essential that the BRICS Bank puts poverty reduction and inequality reduction at the center of its mission.
Mr. Zuma also signed a number of bilateral agreements during the summit, including a multi-billion-dollar deal for China to build ships. Caroline Brocht of the BRICS Research Group, which is based at the University of Toronto, said the summit did achieve furthering economic cooperations.
In the coming year, we can see increased trade coming between the BRICS, and this is not to run competition with the existing trade relations that the BRICS countries do have with the North, but it's to sort of enhance the trade that exists already. So I think really the big takeaway from this summit is that they're focusing on cooperation in the face of competition.
Next year's BRICS summit will be held in Brazil. Anita, Powell, VOA News, Durban, South Africa.
Congratulations,